Hey YouTube, what's going on? I just came back from having a conversation with this Irish, half Puerto Rican, and this one black lady. And this black lady, well, she's incredibly rude. See, I was having a conversation with the Puerto Rican Irish guy, and she interjected in the conversation. And halfway through the conversation, she's like, "Oh, don't point at me." And I'm like, "You cut into my conversation to you cut into my political conversation to have a debate, and then you realize that the guy I'm talking to is less um, Republican, I guess, than me. So what do is you rudely remove the original conversationalist from the conversation, and no, I learned my lesson. The next time, you don't let someone take your mic away from you like that. That was hella rude. But anyway, so remember how Trump was saying about the libel laws being opened and the media being sued like there's no tomorrow? Yeah. Well, a federal judge partially opened the Nicholas Sandmann case again. And I was just watching some of the footage of the whole incident that started this whole case. And man, CNN, the fake news. I mean, only desperation can make somebody that fake. And I think The View said it best, and everyone in the audience laughed like it was just a joke. They are desperate to get rid of Trump. Desperate. But guess what? It's not going to work, man. It's just not going to work. Because all these media corporations, all these big corporations, CNN, MSNBC, they're all going to get sued. Twitter, Facebook. Even the Democrats don't like Facebook. Oh, you won't censor political ads. And for once, I have to agree with Zuckerberg. He might be the Zuck, but he didn't let the Democrats bully him. He gave it to him. They didn't like some of what he said, but that's not his problem. If you don't like what he says, Facebook is his company, his rules. Guess what, Democrats? You lose again. So, but yeah, all of these companies, and see, another thing too is Zuckerberg doesn't want to get sued for fake news. It seems that Mark Zuckerberg is thinking ahead. And robot though he may be, gotta give him his props. Got to. Give credit where credit is due. But yeah, so, and another thing I noticed while watching the Sandman footage is these black Hebrew Israelites, the comments they make about women, about how women think they can just come into conversations and drown out men and whatever. First of all, the Hebrew Israelites that were in this video are not men. They are little boys. Okay? They are sexist, racist little boys. Let's keep it real. They talk a lot of shit. A lot of women hating shit. Now, a woman, in my opinion, She has a mouth. She has an opinion. She can have that opinion, and that opinion will determine whether or not she's an incel or whether she's wife material. But to just say with a blanket statement that women think that they can interject themselves, just to make any blanket statement about either of the sexes in general, is just plain stupid. And it's indicative of a caveman mentality. How are you, black Israelites, going to talk about how evil the white man is, and the way you treat your women is fully reminiscent of the caveman? Okay? God made women to be our life partners and our friends. He didn't make them to be tools and vaginas for our free use. Okay? That's why they have mouths, that's why they have minds, and thoughts and ideas of their own. This is why some women like certain men, and other men are other males, whatever, are incels. Some women just don't appreciate real men. And some women are just incels. But, and while I was talking with this woman, she has very bad victim mentality. She's talking about, Trayvon Martin this, Trayvon Martin that, Obama this, Obama that, Trump is racist, Trump is that. Y'all need to realize that shit is old. Okay? And while you black people were busy fawning over Obama, he was giving your money away too. Okay? Your money, my money, your money, everybody's money that should have been kept in this country and used to improve the infrastructure, he gave to Iran. Number one sponsor of terrorism. We can probably thank them for a lot of the terrorist attacks around the world and here at home. Okay. They chant death to America, and the only thing that will stop it is the kind of crushing tariffs and sanctions that a man with a spine will impose on them, has imposed on them. Okay? A man who doesn't give a flying crap what the haters say. He knows who he represents. And he knows who he gets his mandates from. And he takes it seriously. Okay? Unlike Obama, who is now has been shown, if you do your research and you peel your eyes away from the brainwashing that is the fake news, you will discover that the man you have a love affair with, Obama, he caught al-Baghdadi. We had al-Baghdadi back in 2009. You want to know what happened? Why Trump had to be the one to come along and kill him? Your boy Obama let him go. Thank you, Obama. Thank you for all the terrorist attacks that happened since you let Baghdadi go. Thank you for getting American women captured by al-Baghdadi. Thank you for all the years that these women that you let get captured were raped, forcibly impregnated, tortured, and killed. And all the husbands of these women should be thanking Obama too. Thank him for taking your wives, raping them, giving them rape children, and thank this austere religious leader for killing your wives. after doing all these things. And thank you, Washington Post, for telling us who al-Baghdadi really is. Okay. This is why the Washington Post is the Washington Compost. Okay? Because they love terrorists. They are friends with terrorists. People who chant death to America, people who hate the West, are their best friends. And it just amazes me that black people in this that there are some black people in this country who still don't get it, who still don't know that Islam is the cause of tragedies like the Amistad, like British slavery. But we Irish know that Islam taught the Brits all about slavery, all about oppression, and we can thank Muhammad for the Irish potato famine, for teaching Britain how to oppress, how to drive out of existence, or how to do their utmost economic best to drive an entire nation of people nearly to the brink of extinction. That's what the Irish potato famine did. It nearly drove the Irish people to the brink of extinction. But puzzle me this. You don't see any Irish people screaming and crying and jumping up and down in the streets about Trayvon Martin this and Trayvon Martin that, reparations this and reparations that. No, they get on with their lives and they make Ireland a good place to live. Well, that's debatable now. Ever since they legalized gay marriage and abortion. How long will the Irish population last? Are we going to see another rape of the Sabine women? We can slap another name. Oh, the rape of the French, the rape of this, the rape of that. It's all the same thing. How long until the Irish realize they don't have enough children and their civilization, their nationality, their bloodline is going to die and be wiped forever from the pages of history? When will they realize what a disgrace gay marriage and abortion really are? Okay? To politically sanction an act that, to give political permission that it's okay if you don't provide sons and daughters so that your bloodline, your flag, remains to fly through time, so that you become like Alexander's army, a great army, liberated many nations from the Islamic Caliphate. And at the end, they realized, as does any homosexual society, that unless you find women, unless you have babies, you will cease to exist. And everything that you learned, every scrap of wisdom, every skill, every ideal, every great thing that you hold dear will die with you, never to be passed down. And who better to pass down the wisdom and the knowledge that you have but you? And what greater pride, what greater joy could there be than to see a little you running around, full of potential and promise, Basically a notebook to write down all the wisdom and to carry that wisdom into the future beyond your grave. So I think that if there's any hope for Ireland, they will come to realize that to politicize homosexuality is going to be the end of Ireland. Have babies. Have families. This is the only way to a strong society, to strong communities. This is the only way to a legacy. And let's just suppose that they don't see this. We will see another rape of the Sabine women. We'll see the Irish nationality, or we'll see the Irish nationality descend into an asexual, cyborgian, petri dish. I mean, think about it. What are they going to do? Quarantine all the women and harvest eggs en masse? What are we talking about here? Is Ireland going to become like China? Harvesting organs? Harvesting eggs? So that an immoral agenda can... so that homosexuals can feel like they're normal. That they are not an aberration. That there is hope for future generations, for fathers to have sons. What are they all going to do? As a whole nation, rise up and go to the adoption centers? Those children aren't Irish. They're something else. So you're not going to have pride in your flag. You're going to replace the flag of Ireland with the rainbow flag. Anything goes. Who cares about strong societies? Who cares about the replacement birth rate? But see, these are things that Alexander had no choice but to confront. And when he confronted them, he perpetrated one of the greatest crimes in the world's history. But I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, and help this channel grow. All right. Cheers.